Hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. So I'm here. I just got just sort of out for the day today. My mom's supposed to come here and bring a like a bin of some stuff. I'm getting a little bit of this mist from the wind coming off this fountain. I'll show you earlier today. I was here, and we'll show you the fountain now. You can see how majestic it is, and you can see that ridge going around there, right, where they were doing, going around this is kind of a sports type of thing, but this fountain is on full right now. You got all the water that basically goes back down under that sort of that round dome thing there, and then all sort of slides back down and back up again. So it is a nice day here today. It's hasn't really warmed up a little bit. We still got some of the cloudy skies. I don't know if we can see. Oh yeah, we can see the Space Needle right there. Let's see if I can focus on it. Yeah, you can see the Space Needle right there. And so we're just kind of out here having an okay day. A lot of times when I lived in New York City, you're in sort of that city environment, you walk a lot. If you get a lot of sort of, constant irritation, just like athletes do, you get a little bit of blisters on your feet, or, your skin sort of doesn't feel the same from walking so much. You walk a little bit less, you go less distances, you stay closer to where you're sleeping for the night. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and just sort of waiting for my mom to bring me some of my other stuff, some of my other clothes and things, so that I have more consistent change of clothes. So so anyway, so I'm just here. It's a nice day. It's windy. Like I said, it has cooled down the past couple of days. It was almost sort of that warm sort of spring weather, and then last night, once the rain it started raining again since I got here, that temperature has come right back down and totally changed things. This morning I go to the store thinking I immediately need, I'm going to need to get a hat or something. So I don't even know if I brought one. I was expecting to stay at my mom's apartment. My mom's in that apartment here. You can see a dad and a son walking down into there. You can see how, it's such a thing, as opposed to sort of kids running back and forth, in sort of, summer weather and stuff like that. So the whole thing just sort of has this, incline approach down as you go down into that. And then in this weather, hopefully it's going to warm up this spring. And we're going to walk, you guys see he's going to walk around the outside. You guys see a motor, the battery operated scooters and bikes are over there. So they take advantage of sort of this slope angle here as it goes around, right? It comes around, and it can kind of be, kind of a fun event, for a kid or a teenager, going around. You get a little bit of that, sort of basically that speed coming around there, and it feels good. What I'm going to do is actually turn around as I sit on this, so you can sort of see this behind me, right? You can see sort of the pavilion arena right there, and you have sort of this fountain here, and then you can sort of look back at the Space Needle right there as it comes out over here. It ends up being just kind of a really nice thing. So, but you hear that music, right? That sort of that sort of intrepid sort of consistent music with the aura sounds to it, right? If you're having sort of a overwhelming day or something, you could, sitting here, you would sort of feel that music all of a sudden, coming up, and you're just sort of thinking, what's going on. You can hear the birds right around here. Like I said, there were bunnies here the other night, and so you sort of get this sort of ambiance experience here, not including sort of the warmth. I know in the summer, obviously, that steel dome right there, that steel dome in the summer, it's going to get real hot in the sun, right? So it needs that constant water on it to cool it. But even then, I don't know. That's sort of a science thing, right? Will that steel dome continue to rise in temperature, which also rises the temperature of the water in that sort of basin entry fountain area, right? And so what you end up having is that water heats up, and it's harder to keep that water cool. But I don't think there's actually necessarily any cooling mechanism for the water in the summer. But it can change a kid's experience if he's down in there, he or she or group of kids, right? You think the water coming out is going to be so cold, so so chillingly cold on a hot summer day. You get the exit point of that water is that steel dome of the fountain. It gets real hot in the sun, right? And then that water heats up, and then this entire basin sort of round area heats up as well with that cement. It changes the experience from sort of a cooling summer weather thing to a warmer weather type thing, right? The sort of the area of the water that you're in rises in temperature, and you don't get that chilling, that cooling effect like you might think. So I don't know. I mean, especially today, you had the lower level water on it, right? If we're talking about a hot summer, right, that temperature will rise because that water's not shooting out and sort of misting and trying to cool everything, right? But I can imagine by around 3, 4, or even 5 o'clock in the afternoon of an 80, 85 degree weather, right, which we do sometimes get in the summer here, and sometimes more. I guess I haven't spent very many summers here, since I left after high school, right? But that'll definitely change the experience being down in there, right? You think you go in, it's always cool, it's always chilling, and because you're in that area, that temperature rises. You don't get that chilling effect like you might think. So anyway, so I'm just here kind of relaxing. Obviously, I'm not walking too far. The first day, I think I went to the Pike Place Market, did a little bit of shopping, just basic needs of what I might get there. And it's quite a far walk. And, I haven't really been back down there. I did walk around, sort of downtown, which goes right, you turn right and there's Pike Place. But I think the McDonald's there was shuttered too. So, but I don't know, it was at night. It was real late at night or early in the morning type thing. But the windows were covered. You couldn't see in. And, I was wondering if that McDonald's had been closed and shuttered as well. So, obviously today I don't feel like walking as far. I have some of that, sort of that, blistering type from all the walking earlier. So I kind of stay closer to where I'm staying. So anyway, yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I'm going to end there. I hope you're doing good, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.